What's going on, everybody? Ryan Thompson, the Assumable Guy. This is the Assumable Guy Show. Today, we're talking to you sellers. If you've got an FHA or VA loan with a rate in the 2s or 3s and your listing agent has no idea what an assumable mortgage is, this episode is for you. Let's get into it. So here's the situation. You know your loan is assumable. You've done the research. You've listened to this show. You understand that your 2.5% rate is basically a superpower in this market. But then you bring it up to your listing agent and they go, I don't think we can do that. Or worse, that's a subject to thing, right? We don't do those. And you're sitting there like, wait, no, that's not what this is at all. Here's what most people don't realize. It's not that your agent is trying to block you. Most of the time, they genuinely don't know how assumptions work. They've never done one. They've never been trained on one. Assumptions were irrelevant for 40 years because rates kept dropping. Nobody needed them. So agents forgot they existed, and now that rates are at 6.5% and these things matter again, most agents are hearing about them for the first time. So your job isn't to argue with your agent. Your job is to educate them. And I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do that. Step 1, start simple. Tell your agent this: my loan is an FHA loan, or my loan is a VA loan. Every FHA and VA loan in America is assumable. It's written into the loan documents. It's federal law. This isn't some loophole or some creative financing trick. The lender is involved the entire way. The buyer has to qualify through the bank, just like a normal purchase. The only difference is they're taking over my loan instead of getting a new one. That right there clears up 80% of the confusion. Most agents hear assumable and their brain jumps to subject to, which is a totally different thing. Subject to is, let's not tell the lender and hope nobody notices. Assumable is fully legal, lender approved. Loan transferred into the buyer's name. If you even get a whiff of your agent saying, oh, we don't do sub to, stop them. Say, this is completely different. The bank knows, the bank approves it, it's clean. Step 2, show them the math. This is where it gets real. Pull up the numbers with your agent. Say something like, look, our home is worth around $450,000. Our loan balance is $370,000 at 2.75%. If a buyer goes and gets a brand new loan at 6.5% on the same house, their monthly payment is going to be around $2,900. But if they assume our loan, their payment on the assumed portion is only about $1,500. That's over $1,000 a month in savings. Over the life of the loan, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. Your agent needs to see those numbers, right? Because once they see the math, the light bulb goes on. Now, here's the big question your agent is going to ask. Why would we do this? What's in it for us as the seller? Think about that for a second. Here's the answer. Marketing your home as assumable expands the number of people who can afford to buy it. With rates at 6.5%, a $2,500 a month payment gets a buyer about a $375,000 home. But at your 2.5% rate, that same $2,500 payment affords them a $500,000 home. You just opened your property up to a way bigger pool of buyers. And here's the part that really matters. You don't even have to accept an assumable offer. Marketing the assumable rate brings in assumable buyers and conventional buyers and cash buyers. More eyeballs, more competition, higher offers. I had clients, Colin and Beth, who did exactly this. They marketed their property as assumable, got multiple competing offers that drove the price up. They didn't even end up going with an assumable buyer. But the assumable marketing created the bidding war. So sellers, use the identical home comparison with your agent. Say, picture 2 homes in the same neighborhood, same price, same everything. One of them requires a buyer to go get a brand new loan at 6.5%. The other one comes with a 2.5% rate already attached. Which one gets more interest? Which one sells faster? Your agent will get it. It's obvious. Now, step 3. Address the timeline concern. Your agent might say, well, assumptions take forever. And look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The process takes 45 to 90 days. Some servicers can do it in 30, just like a normal closing. But yeah, it can take a little longer than a traditional sale. Here's how you frame it for your agent, though. We're trading a couple extra weeks of patience for more competing offers and potentially a higher sale price. And we use an assumption processor, a third-party mediator who handles all the paperwork and keeps the bank on track. These processors know exactly what the bank needs. And when the bank tries to drag their feet, and they will, the processor holds their feet to the fire. They'll say, should we get FHA or VA involved? And the lender will instantly get in gear. I promise you, once your agent sees one of these close, they'll want to do it again. It's not complicated. It's just new to them. Step 4, give your agent permission to call me. Seriously, I talk to listing agents every single week. I educate them on the process. I answer their questions. I walk them through what to expect. I've done dozens of these. If your agent has questions or concerns, tell them to reach out to my team. We want them to be empowered to go to you, the seller, and walk you through how this works with confidence. Because if they don't understand it, they're going to shut it down. Not out of bad intentions. They just don't want to look unsure in front of their client. Now, little hack for you. If you're interviewing listing agents and trying to decide who to work with, ask them one question. Do you know how to market an assumable mortgage? If they say yes and they can explain it clearly, great. If they stumble or say, we don't really do that, that tells you something. You're sitting on one of the most powerful selling advantages in today's market. You want an agent who knows how to use it. Buyers, real quick before I wrap up, if you're on the other side of this, trying to make an offer on an assumable property and the listing agent doesn't understand what you're proposing, here's my advice. Start with the offer. Don't call and ask, is this assumable? Because you'll get a confused no. Write the offer with all the correct assumable clauses, the deadlines, the processor information, everything. When an agent gets a written offer on their desk, they pay attention. They'll do the research, they'll call their broker, and that's when the education happens. All right, let's go find some sweet deals. I'm Ryan Thompson. This is the Assumable Guy Show. If you want to see if marketing your home as assumable makes sense, or if you're a buyer looking for a rate in the 2s or 3s, go to assumableguy.com or DM me on Instagram at the.assumable.guy. I'll run the numbers for you. No pressure, just math. Next episode, we're talking about whether you actually need a real estate agent to assume a mortgage and why trying to do it solo could cost you way more than you'd save. See you on the next one.